Hello everyone, welcome to the RLP show live Q&A with guests and live questions that we are taking tonight, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Welcome everybody. Hope everybody's having a really great Wednesday. It is wonderful Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing really good. So we're coming on tonight. I think one of our guests did not confirm for tonight. So we're scratching her. And our second guest is coming on. I believe she's in our second slot. Hello everyone. And we have 1,000,001 anonymous questions tonight. So we've got a lot to cover. Fit-minded life for life. Welcome, sweetheart. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Shalise Sharp. Hey, auntie. Hi, baby. Sending love from Houston by way of Ohio. Melissa. Hey, sweetheart. Sabs S. How are you? I am doing well, honey. I'm doing well. I've been a little bit under the weather this week, so I've been trying to kind of get my mojo back, trying to get on top of things. I got videos to make and infomercials and ads to do for my marketing team, and I just have so much going on. But I've been really tired and just not really feeling my best. So you guys keep me lifted up in prayers because I need some energy. I'm praying I get a good night's sleep tonight and I wake up really refreshed. Hey, North Carolina here. I'd love to send you some lipstick, my treat. Sweetheart, sure. Send an email to, what's the best email for that? Send it to Ashley. No. Send it to admin@RebeccaLynnPope.com. I got so many emails, y'all. Send it to admin@RebeccaLynnPope.com. Or no, you know what? Here's a better one for you. Send it to Cheryl, Cheryl. She is my personal assistant in Atlanta. Send it to Cheryl@RebeccaLynnPope.com. Okay? Cheryl@RebeccaLynnPope.com. Send it there. Send an email to her and she will coordinate with you to, get it to me and all of that. Okay, thank you so much. All right, guys. So tonight, let me go in here and pick out some of these questions. Some of you guys want to be anonymous. Y'all don't want nobody knowing who y'all are because you guys are popular and you don't want anyone to know who's asking these questions. So I'm just going to click on one. Oh, BRNY, I just got my healing course. You got the Work Masterclass healing course. Awesome, sweetheart. Awesome. Congratulations. Okay. Hi, Rebecca. have seen your progress and growth with your business over the years, and you definitely have become a great influence for me. I remember still our very first conversation. Oh, she's someone I know. Was about to people you... Hold on. I remember still our very first conversation, which was about how people view you and why it should or shouldn't matter when we were at Georgia Pacific. This is when I was in construction, corporate world construction, before I started my own construction company. It always stuck in my mind. Anyways, I didn't butter you up for free advice, but appreciate that consistency, even from a social media page. I do have a topic of discussion if you're open to post it with your opinion or question for you to answer directly. So I know exactly who this is. When both yourself and your partner want to do the work on themselves and in the relationship to become purpose partners, but seem to talk in circles or never really have a plan afterwards, at what point do you pull out? One example is that our sex drives do not match like it did when we were dating. He claims to have the strongest attraction to me and is so in love, but sometimes we'll go months without doing it. His answer is he understands my frustration and will work on it, but still very inconsistent. It makes me really insecure, which is a very unfamiliar feeling for me. His answer to why is he doesn't know. Another is that while we pay bills together fine, we have yet to get our goals in line individually and as a couple for savings and business ventures. We talk in circles about it and try different ways of combining our goals, and it just seems to be talk at this point. I'm at a point where I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to run. This is for a couple already dating and living together. Okay. So I'm going to call you K, okay? Just K, the letter K. So K, here's the thing. Ladies, I think that sometimes we think that we are master communicators because we tend to do more talking than men a lot of the time. And the truth is that men have been learning how to navigate communication to be able to avoid things that they don't want to deal with. They've been mastering that from the time they were young. Because we live in a patriarchal society, it's still a patriarchal society. It's still predominantly run by men. Even that's why to this day, even with all the changes that have been made, you see the first woman, blah, blah, blah. The first woman doing this, the first woman doing that, the first black woman doing this, the first black woman doing that, the first Asian woman doing this and that. And it's a big deal because we still live in a very male-dominated world. Okay, so that being said, men who are born into our patriarchal society have very strong rules of engagement, very strong pressures that society puts on them about what is a man, what is manhood, what a real man is this, a real man is that. And they are taught from a very young age, in essence, to lie. And I'm going to do a series about this at some point because it's a very real thing. So from the time a little boy is little, and you've heard me talk about this in other videos, you've heard me say that, when a boy is crying and showing his real emotions, he's being vulnerable, he's hurting, what does he get told? Suck it up. You're acting like a girl. Boys don't cry, right? So from the time the boys are very young, they are taught to repress their emotions. They are taught to lie about how they're feeling. They are taught to lie about what they're really thinking. They are taught to lie. Now, do men necessarily see it as lying? No. Whereas women would see things as half-truths, lies of omission. We see it as very black and white. Men do not see it that way. That's right, Sabs. They hold their emotions inside. They hold their cards close to their chest. They've learned to do that from the time they're very young. So ladies, what we have to understand about the difference between, one of the major differences between men and women is that they tend to be very emotionally repressed. And they also at all times have a very keen sense of protecting what you think about them. They are often controlling the narrative of what you think about them in a way like you could not imagine. That a lot of their energy goes into monitoring and controlling and saying the right things in order for them to not lose your respect and for you to look up to them and to say he's a good man, he's a strong man, and to respect him. Respect equals love for men. Respect equals love. So that being said, Kay, you are in the danger zone. I'm gonna point this out to you. You guys are having both sexual issues and financial issues. You're not having enough sex and you're not communicating effectively about money, and you do not have a plan to improve either one of them. So these are huge red flags. You're in the danger zone in a relationship on two major categories that tend to break up relationships: sex and money. So that being said, the sex thing, it's not going anywhere because there's something going on. There's something going on. That's right, that you're not having sex for months at a time with your live-in boyfriend partner. There's something going on. Now there can be a number of things going on. I cannot tell you what those things are without, being your personal life coach, and I don't take one-on-one clients anymore. But so there's lots of things going on. One, he could be cheating. That's one. Two, he could be having some type of performance issue. There could be some ED, erectile dysfunction. There could be some type of a performance issue. There's something going on with him physically, mentally. Physical performance is also affected for men mentally. There's a mental aspect to a man's sexual performance. If there's something going on with him mentally that he's struggling with, he could be going through stress. There could be stress that he's on he's got a lot of something going on that he's not sharing with you. Men are notorious for hiding their frustration, stress, overwhelm, because to talk about it is not very manly. Complaining and whining is not very manly. So that could be something. I think somebody just said he's on a spiritual journey. Zara the Earner said he could be on a spiritual journey. I doubt very highly he's on a spiritual journey, Zar, because inside of a spiritual journey is when you will typically see a little bit more vulnerability. Spirit, right? Spirit, when you say a spiritual journey, spirit brings you in closer proximity to Holy Spirit, which brings you into truth, light, and less ego. When anybody amplifies the Spirit of God inside of them in a spiritual journey, ego minimizes. Ego starts going down. You would see more openness. You would see more peace. You would see you would begin to see a magnification of peace, joy, love, expression, gratitude. Okay, so you would see more of that. So we don't know if they're paying rent, Zabs. They didn't give us any details about that. We just know they're living together, I think. Did she mention anything about rent? I didn't see her mention anything about rent. So that being said, guys, here's the thing. You don't know unless you begin to talk about it. You don't know. Zara the Earner says, sperm retention allows me to accomplish goals and not give that to a woman. There's actual research around that. Napoleon Hill talked about it, and I think Think and Grow Rich. I think it was that book by Napoleon Hill, Zara, that talked about how a man who does not ejaculate as often, a man who holds on to his sexual power, it's a spiritual thing. Also, it lends itself to creativity. It lends itself. Men don't want to think of it like that because it takes more self-control and discipline in order to not be sexually active. But there's some research around that shows that men are more aggressive, goal-oriented, ambitious, focused when they do not have sex, which lends itself over, fellas, you and ladies, you've seen movies where boxers are not allowed to have sex before a big fight, right? They're not allowed to give that energy. They can't download that energy into their wife or their lady. Why? Because in boxing, as an athlete, they know not having sex is lending that strength, focus, energy, ambition, aggression. It was in 48 Laws of Power as well. Okay, thanks, Wendy. 48 Laws of Power also. So yeah, so here's the thing. So Kay, back to your question. There's definitely, sounds like there's quite a lot of layered issues going on. If a man is not performing sexually and there's some struggles there, the last thing he wants to talk about is money. He doesn't feel good about himself. There could be several things going on as symptoms of the larger core issues going on. If you can't get him to talk, my next suggestion would be couples counseling. My next suggestion would be to require couples counseling. How do you require couples counseling? You require it by saying point blank what you've just said to me in this email. You said, I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to run. So you have to, now, before you give up on this relationship, I think you have to give it your all. And what do I mean by give it your all? Because a lot of the time, ladies, we get so fed up because we keep trying to talk and we don't require anything. We don't command it. This is going to feel like an ultimatum. It's going to, and I'm not saying this is going to be easy for you, okay? I'm not saying it's going to feel good, but you are going to have to sit him down and say, we have to go to couples counseling, not a suggestion, not I don't think, I have you considered, no language like that. The language has to be very firm and direct. We either are going to go to couples counseling or this relationship is really headed down the tubes and we're going to end up not together. And I'm going to you need to be able to say that to him as blunt as possible, because look at what you're saying in the email. You're practically got your foot out the door. You're frustrated. You're hurting. You're upset. You've been struggling with this for a long time. You keep trying to talk to him to get action, and it's not getting any action. So now you have to actually take some steps. And what that means is it's not going to come across as so nicey. What I have learned through my own personal relationships is that you have to require things that really matter. I'll give you an example of why this is important. Ladies, you could be saying to your boyfriend or your husband, I need you to do this. I think you should do this. Have you considered? And you're trying to be really nice and respectful because you're not trying to nag. You're not trying to emasculate him. You're trying to be a good wife. You're trying to be a good woman. But the problem with this, ladies, is in my own personal experience, is men don't really listen to talk. A lot of the time when you're doing this, all they hear is like, wah, 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 wah. Okay, yeah. But if it's something he doesn't really want to do, even if it's in his best interest, and his ego is causing him to resist that, it's like, wah, wah, wah. Okay, here she go. Talking about some counseling again. Here she go. Talking about we need to eat healthy again. Here she go. Talking about we need a budget. Here she go. Talking about, wah, 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 right? Because he doesn't want to do it. Now, what I have seen in personal experience also as a leader and as a counselor coach is that men don't, now it's only now when a woman is halfway out the door and she's been trying to beg him through conversation to show up in the relationship, get some counseling, get some help, whatever. Now she's like, I'm leaving. I'm divorcing you. I'm out of here. Now he's emailing me. Oh my God, help me, Rebecca, I'm losing my wife. She's leaving me. She's been trying to get him to do this for years, months, years, right? He's not listening because it's action that men pay attention to. Actions. So I'm going to give you an example. When you know for the betterment of your partnership that there are certain things that need to happen, ladies, the way to get his attention is to remove things that make him feel so good in the relationship. So now it's your presence, it's food, it's sex, it's whatever. I need your attention because I'm really good at making you happy. I'm really good at servicing your needs as your wife, right? I'm very attentive to your needs. And now I'm presenting something that is required of you and you're not listening to me. So I'm going to make you uncomfortable. I'm going to take away some of these creature comforts so that you'll listen to me and you know I'm serious. Because if we don't get this help, we're probably going to end up divorced. And men don't think like that. They think you're just talking. They don't realize that they could be headed for disaster and they're not listening because they're not taking you serious. So it's time for that type of a conversation, Kay. It's time for you to sit down and say, look, I've been trying to talk to you about this stuff for a while. I'm not happy, right? I'm not happy. I'm not getting sex as often, or, you're ignoring me. I want real conversations around this partnership. I want to have real conversations about legacy and investing and business. And I want to have our money be working for us. I have some dreams. And if I can't build those dreams with you, then I'm going to have to decide that this isn't a right fit for me. And it's time for that type of real conversation. And then couples counseling. Get some couples counseling. Require it. Now, even if through couples counseling, you don't start seeing some honesty and some transparency and getting to the root of the issues, Kay, and you're going through that process and still not seeing any action or results or some solutions-based strategy, then it'll be time to walk away. It'll be time to walk away. Okay? Men, Soul Brother 1, men hear and listen. Boys ignore and allow fear and ego to lead. You said it, Soul Brother. Super Soul Brother said it. Men hear and listen, boys ignore and allow fear and ego to lead. Yeah. Okay. So that was one of our questions. I hope I answered it effectively. Sab says, as a Christian, should sexual intimacy be kept after marriage? It's always been a debate about it. I think that it is a personal decision. I would say as a Christian, you start throwing the word as a Christian, that gets it real, so many variables with all of that, because Christians are having sex right this second. And according to their faith, they shouldn't be. So, you know, I think that religion and your own personal faith system, you know, can get get it really confusing. At the end of the day, I think it's definitely it's the best thing to wait as long as you can to get to know each other and emotionally connect and emotionally commit before you have any type of physical intimacy. I think that is the safe way to go in 2022 for men and women. Yeah, you should be waiting as long as possible. I think you should be waiting till you're dang near ready to put a ring on it, both ways. Because you need to take the time to really get to know someone without sex clouding up your perspective. You need to be able to think sensibly, logically, rationally. You need to be able to evaluate all the facts that you're getting through the dating process and adding all of that up and analyzing it, not excusing it because the dick is good or the pussy's good. Yeah, I said it. Yes. Sex clouds the mind. Sex clouds logic. Last thing you can afford to be is illogical when it comes to dating. Okay? Let me see what time it is. We're 7:21. We've got a guest at 7:30. Did I read this one already? I don't know. You guys can tell me. Maria says, it popped into my mind how I've heard you say this lovely line, let love tap you on the back or tap you on the shoulder. It will come when you least expect it. Recently in a video, I also heard you say that if it's a wish to meet a great partner, then voice it. Affirm it. I was trying to see how these two approaches work together, since it seems to me that the latter means that you are consistently giving it thought and attention. How do they go together? One of the law of attraction is my answer to that, Maria. There is a movie called The Secret. Cheryl, my assistant, and I just watched it last week together. It was her first time seeing it. The law of attraction is when you set your intentions, you ask for what you want, you believe in it, and then you receive it. In that process of believing, you don't over obsess about it. You just believe it, and now you're going to follow inspired action. You're going to walk through the doors that God opens, that is bringing you closer to the result, but you are assured that it's coming, but you are not desperate or obsessed about it. If you watch the movie The Secret, it will give you a really great perspective on the law of attraction and help you to be able to visually see that in the movie, in a film, versus just reading it in the book. Okay? So we've got a question here that says, hi, Rebecca. My name is another K, another initial K. I don't know if she wanted to be anonymous or not. She says, I'm reaching out to you because I'm 37 years old with 3 kids. And all my life growing up, I never wanted to get married because I've never seen a good, happy, successful marriage. It wasn't until I did some deep work within myself in the past few years and the emergence of all these beautiful and real marriages that I've seen, like you and your husband, that I do want to be a wife and desire a husband. I see online so much that a woman my age with the amount of kids I have must settle for whatever she can get. Although I'm not a part of the 6 foot, 6-pack, 6-figure crowd, I do want a man that I'm attracted to and is financially stable, as I am too. So my question is this. Is it too late for me to have what I desire? Did I waste my younger 1-kid years due to my ignorance? Help me, because I don't want something I can't have. So I'll answer that for you. The subject says, is it too late? No, you're 37 years old, darling, and there isn't any reason that a man will not love you with your 3 children. All of that talk and rhetoric and propaganda you read online is just that. There's somebody with 6 kids right now about to get married. There's somebody with 7 kids right now about to get married. You can't put any limits on yourself, especially when you're showing up. You said you're financially stable. You've done a lot of work on yourself. No, it is not too late for you. It is not too late for you to be married. The only limits that you have are going to be either your limited thinking or limited beliefs. That is the only thing that can hold you back from attracting a husband and being married if you desire to be. So no, I would also suggest The Secret movie to help you see the law of attraction at work. I would suggest that you begin to study about what true manifestation looks like and about what setting your intentions can do for you and believing in yourself. And I would actually get offline and stop looking at all this rhetoric and all this craziness and gender war crap you see going on online, because it really has a way of getting down into your soul and really hurting you, hurting the way you think, hurting the way you see yourself, where you don't believe and you don't trust and you're not exercising your faith because of all this junk you've taken in online. Very dangerous, guys. Where to watch The Secret? The Secret is on Netflix. The Secret is on Netflix. It was like 2006. Not the one with Katie Holmes. It's like a movie. It's on Prime. Okay, Prime. It's on Prime. It's from 2006. It's called The Secret, and it's really phenomenal. It'll teach you about the law of attraction. Law of attraction. Okay? It's one of the universal principles. I need to actually teach about the universal principles because there's more of them besides the law of attraction. Law of attraction is just the most popular one. All right. Wait, 7:26. Ashley, are you on? She told me who our guest is going to be. Just let me know. I'm trying to see who's going to be on with me, guys, because we have a 7:30 guest. Oh, there it is. I think this is her. Let's see if you're on, sweetheart. Ashley, did you see her on here yet? Let's see. I see her name on here. Where'd it go? Ashley? Susie Martin's art. Rebecca, would you recommend a healing course or dating course over watching content on how to date or what to do, not to do in dating, i.e. what men like? Most definitely, Susie, I would recommend the Work Masterclass healing course from me, the Dating Masterclass course. We have the Divine Dating course coming up. I would definitely recommend one of our healing courses in combination with therapy, not just dating tips, because that stuff is like, tries to do cookie cutter advice for everybody, and all advice isn't going to be a fit for everyone. You guys have specific details to your life of who you are, your fears, all of your mindset, all of that plays in to how you show up. And so, yeah, cookie cutter tips and advice isn't going to cut it. You got to get to know yourself and self-awareness, work through some of your limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, fears, and mindsets so you can heal those things in order to think right about men and dating in order to attract differently. I was trying, Ashley, I'm not on Slack on my on my iPad, baby, and I'm trying to see her IG name. Oh, I just saw it again. Okay, let me see. Let me see. I just saw it. There it is. THEE underscore. That ain't it. Dana. All right, I invited her in. Hi, sweetheart. How
Hi.
are you?
Good. How are you?
Okay, and it's Dana, right?
Yes.
All right, Dana, welcome. For the other person who just asked if they can ask a question, yes, you can hit the question button and ask a question as long as it is respectful. I saw the person who asked that question, you be asking some crazy stuff. So if it ain't respectful, I ain't answering it. I'm telling you right now. Okay, Dana, you know I will turn into a mama in a
I know.
heartbeat, right? Like, don't be on here acting crazy, y'all, because these little youngins, honey, they just off the chain. It be forgetting I'm somebody's wife, somebody's grandma. Like, come on now. I got my little baby Olivia here now. Okay, Dana. Now, okay, you wrote me half a book. So do you want me to read half the book or you want to tell me what's going on?
So I've
Oh,
been
hold
divorced
on,
for,
Dana. Hold on,
okay.
hold on. Okay, that's somebody else. I'm always respected to you and I pay for your class. Okay, sweetie, I'm thinking you're somebody else. I'm so sorry. I'm so
No, you're
sorry.
fine.
This is somebody else. I thought you were someone else that maybe you had a name that looks like I got the wrong person. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Like you see me, I'll be like, "Rah." Don't be. I'm like a little chihuahua. No, baby, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking about you then. That's not you. I thought it was somebody else last week that was on there with a name like that. All right, Dana. So what we got? I think I better read it. This is a lot of detail.
I know.
I think I better read it so the audience will know what we're talking about. Like you won't be able to talk this out. I think I gotta
Okay.
read it. Okay. All right. Dana says, "Hi there. Thank you so much for all that you pour into us. You are greatly appreciated." Thank you, sweetheart. I am a 40-year-old divorced single mother of two daughters, 18 and 17, but they grown. I've been divorced from my girl's father since July 11th, 2011. That's a lot of 111s. That's a whole lot of spiritual alignment on that divorce, honey.
Yes,
That divorce
Lord.
was meant to come through,
Yes,
okay?
Lord.
I'm just seeing, I see angel numbers. I'm like,
I never
hey,
even thought
okay,
of
God.
that.
We see them numbers. I see it. 1111. We'll take it. My ex-husband was never and is still uninterested in being a father to our amazing daughters. His loss. Now that my girls are older, my oldest is headed to college in August. Praise Jesus. And you look like a baby, Dana.
Oh,
You don't even look like you got no babies going to
I
college.
do.
Okay, it is my desire to find my person and life partner. I have been dating a man I met on a dating app for about a month now. Okay, 4 weeks. He has an amazing sense of humor, has one retirement under his belt, and is about to start another career. He is a good father from what I have seen and has a relationship with Jesus. However, he speaks negatively about his children's mother and curses a lot, more than what I typically like. So cursing in general or cursing about her?
In general, it's like every
Okay.
other word, just a, I mean, we're all human. I'm not, but it's
But
just
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot.
But
Yeah.
he's potty mouth.
Yes. It's kind of
He pot
cringy. Yeah.
Yeah, cringy potty mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. In conversation, I have told him that he needs to stop speaking so badly about his ex-wife. To me, this is a clear sign that some healing needs to occur. Should I back off or encourage him to heal? I look forward to hearing from you. Big blessings to you, love, DJ. Okay. So give me an initial to call the guy you've been dating. Give me an initial.
T.
T. All
Yes.
right, baby. So first of all, you only been dating T for 4 weeks.
Hmm.
That does not make you his girlfriend. That
Right.
does not make you his wife. That does not make you his counselor, his mama, his auntie and them, his cousin, his best friend. Have you guys agreed to be boyfriend and girlfriend in 4 weeks?
No, he has um asked me, and I just kind of said I wanted to dig deeper. That's what I said verbatim. I would like to dig a little deeper.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Wisdom. Okay, because at 40, you know, I'm going to put it like this, and I think I'm going to just try to have as much sympathy and compassion as I can when I say this.
Okay.
How old is he?
41.
Okay, 41. What's he retired from already at 41? What's the first
The
retirement?
military.
The military. Okay, darling. Has he traveled a lot, been stationed in a lot of different places, or was he more like?
Not too many. Not. I'd say on the lower side for considering. So
But he
not too much.
retired, so he had 20 years in since he was
Yes.
young.
Mm-hmm.
And has he ever been married?
Yes.
And so that's the ex-wife. And does he have kids?
They have 2 children.
Okay, and how are the kids?
How old? 12 and 10.
And how long's he been divorced?
6 years, I want to say.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the divorce was not his choice, or do you know that?
From what I was told, and just the way it was told to me, I would say it wasn't his choice.
Got it.
Yeah.
And you don't know exactly why that divorce happened.
He just said that she was more interested in career climbing than family, and that's all. Yeah.
And you know that ain't the full truth.
Yeah, I know.
Like, a woman does not leave her husband.
I know.
Because she climbing the corporate ladder.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Yeah.
we got 2 kids. I need a partner to keep climbing the corporate ladder if that's the motivation, right?
Yes.
Like, that's not logical. Okay, so in my spirit, there's a lot you don't know.
Okay.
A lot you don't know.
I feel that.
He's really good at hiding stuff and burying stuff. The cursing goes hand in hand with the anger with the ex-wife. That runs deeper than you even realize. Like, you're new in his life only 4 weeks and you're peeping this stuff on the surface level. It goes deeper than what you think. Okay? These are all those types of red flags and as women, especially, you seem like a very good-hearted, like kind of like glasses half full, not half empty type. You see, am I getting that right? Like, your smile, you can read a lot by people's smiles. You have a very genuine, big smile. When I look in your eyes, you're like a very optimistic person who believes in people.
Yeah, I do. By fault.
Right,
Yeah.
to a fault. Yeah, you'll trust too much.
Yeah.
You'll not read into stuff as much as you should.
That is so true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'll second guess. Like, maybe I'm being too harsh, or
Nobody's perfect, you know. Well, I mean, everyone's been through stuff. Like, yeah, but also people manage things differently.
Yeah.
Like, Cat Price 38 says she seems like a real sweetie. Yeah, you're really sweet.
Thank you.
And men like this, like T, and I'm not saying that he doesn't genuinely like you, but also what men can tend to do is move a little too fast because they're trying to lock you in before you find out everything.
Oh, see, I don't. Thank you.
And I'm not saying he's doing that. I'm not saying he's doing that cognitively, like consciously. There is subconscious drivers, subconscious motivations that we all can have and not be aware of why we do what we do. But a lot of the time, people who move very quickly to commitment, very quickly to lock you in, is so that you will emotionally commit, because once you call somebody your man or your boyfriend, now when all these skeletons start falling out the closet in the next 90 days, the next 30 and 60 after this first 30 days, isn't it always in the first 90 days? You got to go on like another 2-3 months to see what's really going on. And that shit starts falling out the closet, and you're going to be sitting there like, oh my God. Oh, every day every week it'll be like something else you're discovering about him, something else that you're like, now wait a minute,
Yeah.
that is team too much. So I would pump your brakes
Okay.
big time. First of all, somebody who is so expressively angry 6 years later about their ex-wife is not over it. He's either still in love with her,
Yeah.
or he's so hurting so bad from whatever he did in that situation and whatever he's blaming her for in that situation and whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you're walking into a mess.
It feels, yeah.
Messy.
Just just for me, I mean, I've been divorced. I've been the ex-wife before, and just to hear him be so comfortable to talk about her like that in front of me, it
It's
made me
cringy.
uncomfortable. Even if
Yeah.
it was her fault, that's still not, yeah, I didn't like it. And that was the first red flag. I was like, whoa. So, yeah.
And so, listen, you, can I just be blunt?
Yes, please, please, please.
So, you're 40 years old, he's 41. Guys, these are the kind of signs where you need to like really get away from these people, because if you're 41, he's obviously not in therapy. He's obviously not someone who even has awareness around mental health, awareness around self-improvement, personal development, personal accountability, because he's just way too comfortable being so angry.
Yeah.
I've got people like this in my family. And I have literally, I said to my youngest son today, we were having breakfast and we were talking about a family member. And I mean, everyone knows what I do for a living, right? Like, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I have literally said to this family member more times than I can count, you need therapy. You need therapy. Why are you so angry? You need therapy. But even when they act out and they're even acting the way they are, I'm like, this is what I'm talking about right here. See how you're acting right now? You need to talk to someone. This is not, oh no, that's what I got you for. What?
No.
No, I can't. You can't put that on me. I mean, I know we're family, but I
Right.
can't, you can't heal your family. You can't heal your friends. Like, that's not the way this works, right? So, darling, I would say, the road to healing, I think a lot of the time we try to give people too much credit. And in the meantime, honey, this could so backfire on you. You get
Yeah.
emotionally, you're talking to me before you've even gotten emotionally involved, like deeply. But this is how women find themselves in abusive situations. I'm not calling him an abuser. I'm
Right.
not saying
Right.
I don't know him. I'm not.
And neither
But
do
when you're
I.
right, but when you're
Right.
talking about issues of anger
Yeah.
and resentment, and he's been in the military for 20 years. I don't know if he served anywhere, if there's any PTSD from serving. I mean, it's just too many layers to this,
Yeah.
and you don't deserve to inherit all the issues that other people have caused, or the stuff he hasn't healed, and now you're going to pay for it.
Yeah. No.
I think that you can find somebody that is at least trying to do their work, who's not, so angry they're cursing constantly
Right.
and talking about their exes constantly. Like, I think you can do better than
Yeah.
this. And I think you've been divorced for 11 years, another 11,
11 years.
right? You've been divorced since 7/11/11 and been divorced 11 years. I just think you can do better than this. You've raised your daughters. You know what it is to already have come out of a situation with a man who was not being a good father, obviously not a good husband either.
Right.
Y'all are divorced. I mean, I mean, then your girls are about to be gone. So can I describe what kind of man I think you should really be on the lookout for?
Yes, please, because I have
Okay,
no idea.
let's dream. Let's just have a little bit of a dating dream session, okay?
Okay.
So you're 40, you are financially stable.
Yes.
Your daughters are almost grown. You got one more in high school about to finish next year, and one's going off to college this year.
Yes.
Okay. That means you are 1 year away from being an empty nester. Boo boo. I will find me I will find me a man closer to 50
Really?
who
Okay.
is so financially stable and his kids are grown too or almost grown just like yours. I would be making me a vision board of vacation spots and your bucket
Mhm.
list of everything you've wanted. You've been raising kids your whole life.
I
Because
have.
if your kids are just now grown at 17 and 18 and you're 40, you've been raising kids since you were 20,
Yes.
22.
Yes.
So, boo boo, you done put your time in. Okay, it's like it's mommy's time. It's
But I
time.
have like a little wrench in that because even though my daughters are older, they both have medical issues,
Okay.
which means that yes, they they will be independently living, but I don't know. Maybe it's my own guilt that I put on myself, thinking that
I
I
think you're
can't
seeing it,
have.
even if you're saying it out loud right now. I just saw
Yeah,
that look on your face, like I'm about to make an excuse for why I can't live my best
because
life. And these
I do that. Yeah,
and my girls aren't even going to be living with me. Even if they've got some medical stuff, they're going to be independent, you just said. That don't mean you can't leave the country for 7 to 10 days at a time.
that is
I'm just
true.
saying.
That is true. Yeah.
I think we go up in age with some maturity,
Okay.
some stability. Stability is sexy, honey. I don't care what
It
nobody says. You got money in the bank. Show that what you drink, right? Like, look, where we let's go here and sip on something under this coconut tree,
Oh
right?
man.
Let's talk about how we gonna make more money. Like, what you
Yes.
plan to do? This what am I plan to do? You know, like I'm
Yeah.
sorry. There's a whole big world out here, honey. Like, look, Dana. I'm saying it is, you don't work too hard. You don't raise these babies. They have medical issues. That means you've worked twice as hard to get them
Yeah.
to the place where they're ready to go to college. I just think okay, so here's what I want you to do in your mind.
Okay.
If something is stressful, right off the bat, stressful, like nobody's going to be perfect. I'm not saying that, you know, but if it's bringing stress to you and your environment, like that is off limits to me. Like, I can't, no, it is time for ease. It is time for flow. It is time
It
for
is.
love. It is time
Yeah.
for fun. It is time for chill. We gonna ease on into retirement.
Yes.
I mean, I ain't got no time for no Negro to be talking about some ex-wife. Boy, do you see what's in front of you now? Like, why are we talking about your ex-wife? I'm so not on that vibe. Like,
Yeah,
why
I'm
am I
not
hearing another
either.
woman's name?
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
then I get all dressed up, curls did, and dresses on to be talking about another woman?
Yes. I actually
Fellas,
know her
listen.
name because I've heard it so many times.
And you know her by name.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't know. I don't want to be talking about Linda.
Yeah.
Like, no. That
Yeah.
is the past. The future is here, right? Like, no. So, I mean, there's a certain, you're not like, ladies, I'm going to say this. Go with a man like that and you meet him, be like, baby, I just don't think you're at where, we are just not on the same page.
Yeah.
This isn't a fit, right? This isn't a fit. I'm going to need you to go get some counseling, all them vet benefits you got as a veteran, all that counseling you get, all that. I'm going to need you to go take advantage of some of them benefits and get you some help because it's
Yeah.
not cute. And you guys, and we're too old. We're too grown.
Yes. Yeah.
Girl, you need to be somewhere two-stepping and in a sexy bikini and drinking on a little umbrella drink.
I do. I do.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Start dating and meet you some mature, got it. Because guess what? There's a lot of men that I'm describing just like that want to have fun too. That ain't trying to stress you out. They don't want to be stressed out. I'm just saying, right? They ready to put stamps in some passports. They ready to take some weekend trips in their convertible with the top down, sipping
Yes.
on something. And
I see it. I see it. Yeah.
right?
Yes.
I mean, yes, Net's on here. She's always dated guys with motorcycles. Net was always on the back of a motorcycle, honey.
Oh.
Always on the back of a motorcycle. Listen, I think Net even had her own motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, and Net's 50 plus.
Yeah, I love
Like,
it. I
that's what I'm
love
saying.
it.
I'm just saying, baby, tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. You could die next year. I'm not speaking that on you.
No, I know.
But baby, I would get ready to rock this thing called life in a way that you ain't never rocked it before. You know what I'm saying? Like intentionally give yourself permission to say, I deserve to
Yeah.
live and live well. I deserve, right?
Thank you.
To just rock this, make some memories. I need you to be able to write some stuff in your journal. Like, I can't even tell nobody about this. This is between me and my diary. I got to write this in here because I can't even tell nobody about this.
I can't wait.
So I guess we've decided we're going to leave him alone.
Yes.
So
Yes.
here's another thing. I know this is like sidebar, okay?
Okay.
If I pay attention to energy before anything else, how does this make me feel? I mean, I am evaluating that at all times. How does this make me feel? How do I feel around this person? Baby, if you don't feel good, if you don't feel vibrant, if you don't feel important, if you don't feel good, if you don't feel high vibe, if you get really in touch with that, Dana, and
Okay.
it will not lead you wrong. I promise you it won't. Even if you're around a quiet guy, but you get still and you just feel how you feel around people. Because it's not always even about words. It's not even about what they're trying to get you to think about them.
Okay.
Be still and listen and feel. Some of my most amazing friends and some of the most amazing men I ever dated were not the most like talkative. Some of them, I met this one guy, honey, when I was single, and he was so not really like fine at all. Like at all. I'm just talking physically. Just
Okay.
okay. I'm not saying he was ugly, but he was not fine. He was not like super attractive. He wasn't super tall. But honey, his vibe was, I
Amazing.
mean, off the charts. Had the biggest smile. He smelled amazing. He dressed amazing. He was
Oh man.
funny. He was cool. He was the first person I ever dated that took me to some like secret door restaurants
Oh
that where like there's a
wow.
secret door and you got to be part of the membership in the club to come in like this tiny door that you think you're going in one thing and it goes to this secret restaurant down where there you go back in and it's like a loungy restaurant. There's just people in there chilling. You didn't even know it was there. He's one of the people that had like the keys to the city type people. You know what I mean? Like he knew
Yeah.
everybody, everything, suave, cool. And I was like, it's not always about looks. See, I think this is where our current society has gotten this so jacked up. It's like, pay attention to how people make you feel.
Yeah.
We had a blast. Like we would just laugh and kick it it didn't end up being a love match to where we like fell in love. He didn't fall in love with me either, but we were just cool.
And you had fun.
I
And it
had a
felt good.
blast and felt amazing. Like, I think that we need to take the time to give people a shot. You know, maybe date somebody like you've never dated before. You know what I mean? Like, go on the app and give that distinguished gentleman a shot. You know what I mean? Like, he in your inbox, and normally you would just be like, oh no, he's somebody's grandpa. Like, dude, how old are
I
you?
do attract older men a lot more, and I just kind of like,
Girl, give it a chance.
okay,
Give it a chance. You've already been married. You've already got your babies.
I
You're
do.
not trying to have no more babies. You're not in a
Absolutely not.
rush to get married. That means that it's just time to enjoy your life and meet people. I mean, guys, I know that the reason I had so much fun dating when I was single, Dana, is because I was just dating and meeting cool people. And I also had a rule, like if I was kicking it with somebody and we were like getting to know each other dating and I called to invite him out, then I paid. Because if I'm
Right.
we're starting to see each other a lot, I don't expect you to always pay. Half the
Right.
time when I would offer to pay, they would still pay anyway. They just appreciated me offering, like, but I met a lot of amazing people, and I had a really great time in my single season meeting really cool, smart, amazing people that I'm a conversationalist. I love talking and listening to people. Like, I had great conversations and drinks and great food, and I'm a foodie too. Y'all know
Me
me, I'm a
too.
little picky. I
Yes.
like to eat
Yes.
good food. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay. I'm gonna raise the
Fun,
age.
fun, fun. Because even if you're going to end up married again, it should be somebody that you have a blast with.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
who's really looking for drudgery and
No,
trials and tribulations at
no.
this age? Like, we're not, I mean, who wants to be out here like, oh God, like,
Not
here we
me.
go again.
No.
Oh my God. Like, we already work so hard,
Yeah,
like, shouldn't dating and getting to know people be fun?
it
I
should.
think it should.
Yeah,
Because even if you get ready to face life together and you decide you want to be together, there's always going to be the ups and downs of life. Life has got so many twists and turns, and people, you lose people, people
yeah,
pass away, and people let you down. And I mean, you gotta need somebody that can make you laugh,
yeah.
to get through the hard times. Like, you need a best friend.
I want that. I definitely want that for sure.
I mean, not T over here talking about motherfucking bitch. I told her about them
Yes.
kids, right? Like, you guys know I'm being funny, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying
But that is exactly how it's. Yeah, it's a lot. It's very just.
it's too much.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you can't do life with this. Like,
No.
it's him
No.
too much, and then he gonna suck you dry,
It
suck
is
every
exhausting.
ounce
Yeah.
of life and vibrancy
Yeah.
out of your beautiful soul. Okay, that smile gonna be turned upside down. You'll be like all old and wrinkles.
Oh
And it's like,
God.
what happened, girl? I married T. At an age 50 years since I met
Oh
girl, you done
God.
sucked all the life out me. Botox ain't even working. That's what happened if you stay with T.
Oh
For
God.
real.
Okay. Well, I'm done. That's
Okay,
it.
and okay, last thing. And unless you meet somebody really, really, really special, don't stop dating.
Okay.
Don't don't assume when you meet people that they're only dating you, because that's very slim to
Right.
none. And
Yeah.
don't you stop meeting people and having fun too. And if you meet somebody really special and they think you're really special too, you'll mutually shut it down. Like, he
Right.
won't want to be on the app anymore. You won't want to be on the app. Y'all too busy making your plans and having fun together. Let it organically go into commitment.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Right. So should the thing that you said about men being in such a hurry to lock me down, that every time I've got, that's been like the thing that happens
I can't see
consistently.
your body. I can't see your body, Dana. I don't know what you look like. You got a body.
I'm okay.
You got a little something going on over there, sister. Like, no, for real. I'm being for real. Like, I can tell from your face you're not overweight.
No.
You pretty, how tall are you?
I'm 5'7" and I'm like 158.
You got a little thicky in all the right places.
Yes. I'm
Y'all can
pleased.
tell. Y'all can tell I know what I'm talking about, right? So what happens, Dana, when a man meets you, because you've got this very sweet demeanor and you've got a very beautiful smile and you got beautiful skin and you got these banging little curves. You got these curves, mama. I mean, you're 5'7", so it's 158 on 5'7". You're little thicky in all the right places, right? You're
Yes.
40, so you're not in your 50s yet, right? You're taking good care of yourself.
Yes. Yes.
So you are entering into that unicorn type thing. I'm not saying you're model fine. I'm
No.
not saying none of that. But I will say that as we're getting older, right? It's when a woman keeps her looks and then she's also sweet and she's fun and she's cool and she's not judgmental and she's smart and she has her ish together and she ain't got no crazy daddy, baby daddy somewhere, who's ready to kill him because he's dating you. As you start, you don't realize it, but those are things that are setting you apart in the open market. So when you meet men, they're like, oh, what? Dana, oh, honey, and they telling their boys about you. You got that little pretty nerd look thing going on for you, and men wife that all day long. Wife it. That's that special little space. When you fall into that space, men trying to wife you, and so they trying to lock you down. They
Even the
don't
wrong
want you.
ones.
Even the wrong ones.
Yeah.
Yes. They don't want to leave you on the open market. They're trying to lock you in because they know if you really get out here on the open market and realize your worth on the open market, it's like, oh God, I won't ever get her back again. She's gone. She's gone. And so men will try to rush you. They'll try to
Okay.
get you to make a quick decision. You resist that.
It's
You
very
don't.
uncomfortable. So yeah,
But but that's where you have to come into your power and you got to come into your realizing your worth. You're very humble. And that's also what makes you so attractive because you are so humble. But yet you have to know your worth and be able to say no, because let me tell you something that's crucial. It takes time to get to know people.
absolutely.
And don't you know firsthand how disastrous it can be to commit to the wrong person and open your heart and your life to the
Oh
wrong
yeah.
person,
Yeah.
and how much damage that can do to your heart and your mind?
Yes. Yes.
Slow,
Okay.
slow walk everybody.
Okay.
And baby, when I tell you that slow walking, that's how you be in wine and dine. That's how you meet special people and have great conversations and really get to know people. Because you make everybody slow down.
Okay.
You'll make everybody slow down. Be like, no, partner, I don't know you like that. Why you in a rush? You making me think you ain't got nothing to protect. Because people who have built a life worth living and a life worth protecting tend to be a little slower.
That makes
Because it's
sense.
like, wait a minute, I don't know you.
Yeah.
You can't be coming up in here and ruining my life. Slow
Exactly.
down.
Okay.
So don't feel bad about slowing people down. We are 40s, not
Yes.
20s.
Right.
We're not supposed to make snap decisions about our life choices. We got a life to protect.
That's true. That's very true.
This ain't like we're 20. Oh, you're cute. I'm cute. Oh, we go together. We like each other. We go together.
No,
We
no.
grown.
We are very grown.
So you got to act like it. And
Okay.
you can't be. So get this. Every time you're worrying about hurting somebody's feelings, if you don't hurt their feelings, who are you going to hurt?
Myself. Yeah.
You have to be honest.
Okay.
So here's another way of thinking about it. Every time you do something you don't want to do, or every time you hold back saying what you really think, you're lying.
Ooh. I
And
am.
anytime you lie to yourself or others, you're not going to get the results you really want.
That was good.
So
Yeah.
the only reason you really came on here tonight is because you're smart. You can look at and read what you're talking about with T and be like, this is not gonna work for me. But you're too nice.
Yeah.
You're too nice. So you doubt yourself. You doubt your decisions. Oh, I'm being too mean. No, boo. I know that you could probably list so many times where you have doubted yourself, second guessed yourself, and all the hell it got you in.
Yeah. Yeah. Spot
There's no
on.
room for that anymore.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend your 40s, 50s, and 60s dealing with losers who are wasting your time and breaking your heart?
Absolutely not. No.
We don't have time for that.
I'm ready to live and enjoy. Yeah.
Exactly. What's your dream car?
Honestly, a Jeep with some big wheels. I'm from Texas. I'm a little that's my dream car that I can take the sides off, and yeah, that's my dream car.
I want you to go this weekend and I want you to go test drive the Jeep.
Okay.
I
Okay.
want you to have them have the top off,
Okay.
the way you want to drive it and feel the wind in your hair. I want you to go test drive the exact Jeep that you want.
Okay.
And I want you to realize that you can afford it.
Okay.
And pretty soon that Jeep's going to be in the driveway.
I receive that. It's there. I'm excited. Yes.
Okay. All
I
right.
will.
All right, sweetheart. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on. This has
Thank you
been
so much. I
fun.
love you. Thank
I love
you.
you too. You're welcome, sweetheart. Okay, talk to you soon.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye. All right, guys. My time is up. Woohoo! I did it. I sound like a little girl. I did it. Yay! All right, guys. I will see you next week. Listen, bait weight's almost done. Divine dating is coming after bait weight. Nice for what is coming. I'm working on so much stuff. I can't wait to release it. Idina says that was an excellent interview. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Beyond Coaching LLC. Hey, sis. Hey, honey. Hello, 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 everyone. Yeah, it's a really great conversation. Dana, thank you so much for being a guest. She was so honest and so real. We were able to have a really, really great discussion. All right, I love you guys. Make sure you send your questions to live@RebeccaLynnePope.com. Stay tuned for the bait weight challenge. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you. She likes my picture. Stay tuned for the bait weight challenge and the divine dating course is coming. Yes. You said you sent in another question. 0069. Yes, I'll read it next time. I will read it next time. All right, guys, blessings in abundance. Make sure you get your questions in. Make sure you get your work masterclass. Oh, one more thing before we go. One of my epiphanies this week in working with people and realizing something, you know how much I promote therapy, you guys. I promote therapy constantly. Now, this is real. Therapy alone is not enough because therapy without self-awareness is not going to get to the deeper issues because you're not even aware of what the issues are. So I'm going to begin to recommend the Work Masterclass, our Healing Spiritual Masterclass with therapy, because you need both the spiritual work and you need the therapy in order to get real results in your life, to get to self-awareness. Emotional self-awareness is so crucial because you don't even know what to address in therapy in order to get the results. Coaching, all right? Yes. So make sure you get the Work Masterclass. It's on sale for 40% off with the code HEAL, HEAL. If the link is in my bio, make sure you take the Work Masterclass. And I also will see you inside the Bait Weight Challenge and inside the Divine Dating course. I love you guys. Blessings. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.